Welcome, people of the internet. Thanks for clicking on my thumbnail, and thanks to YouTube for showing my thumbnail on your YouTube homepage. My name is Hannes, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because therapy changed my life, and I want to help people in their therapy journey with my experience of growth, inner growth, and personal change. Saying that, there's a disclaimer. I'm a patient and I'm not a therapist, so everything I say represents my personal opinion and does not represent therapeutic advice. So the topic I want to start with in my personal YouTube journey, if you want to say it like this, is why or when someone should start therapy. Saying this, let's be honest, this is a topic that is better explained by an actual therapist because they have the background they really studied this topic, so a therapist can give better advice or qualified advice on this topic. But I want to share my personal opinion about when or why someone should consider starting a therapy, and it also fits into my story I would like to tell in this video series. So I see there are two different kind of reasons or two different categories. The first category is I call it internal reasons, and the second category I call them external reasons or external factors. I want to dive into the so-called, or how I call them, the internal reasons first. And internal reasons are inner conflicts that every human has with themselves. So what I mean with internal reasons are inner conflicts that either are a result of thoughts someone has or feelings in certain situations, and these conflicts can be a reason why someone should start a therapy. One such feeling could be sadness. I think I hear this a lot with people, that they have like a general sadness. I don't know really why. They only know that they are sad for generic reasons. They cannot pinpoint. This could be one reason, or a reason to consider a therapy. Another internal reason is the feeling of exhaustion. By this I don't mean like after a long day of work or after visiting the fitness studio. By exhaustion I mean like if you feel exhausted after social events that should create happy feelings. For example, after you did visit the birthday party of a friend and you feel exhausted, okay? Or you feel exhausted after talking to someone for 10 minutes. This is kind of exhaustion. This could be a sign of inner stress that is created by the social situation, and this could be a reason, or this can be a reason why someone can consider visiting or starting a therapy. Another internal reason, which is a personal reason of mine, is when you feel like a screw up in life. So you think you never get something done in a proper way. There's always something goes wrong, or um, you are below expectations. You own expectations. Other people's expectations don't matter. In this instance, it's more about your own expectations. So this was one reason for me to start my second therapy, and I don't regret, to be honest. Another thing, or another reason, internal reason, is when you think you can't read between the lines, especially in like normal communication with people, and yeah, you have these feelings that, or this not feeling. It can be a feeling. It can also be like an internal observation, or a judgment you make about yourself, in which you think, oh, I don't understand. I cannot read between the lines when someone says something to me. And my final point I want to make, which is also a personal point of mine, is avoidance. And avoidance can be different, can have different flavors. One is, for example, you avoid to talk about your opinion. Okay, so you keep you keep thoughts for yourself in situations in which you maybe think afterwards, I should have said something. Okay, but you avoid it. And another flavor of avoidance is, I think it's a classical one, is like asking for help. So you avoid to ask for help, which I mean, avoiding to ask for help is like a classic example, because it represents the motivation that you don't want to be a problem for other people. So that's why people avoid to ask for help. They just don't want to get attention like that, like being weak, for example. But it's okay, to be honest. It's okay to be weak now and then. It's like human. So we have all facets which we cover. So nothing. There's no shame around that. So yes. So this is avoidance. I can write a book about avoidance. It's a big part of my life, or it was also a big part of my life. Now it became a little better. So if you avoid a lot, then it can be an indicator that a therapy could be helpful for your personal development and growth. So then the second category, why or which could be indicators to consider to start a therapy. I call them external reasons, and these external reasons are, let's say, easier to quantify comparing to the internal reasons, because they can be, let's say, these external reasons, they can be seen. Okay. One example is, for example, when you don't have friends. Okay, so not having friends is an indicator for an underlying reason, because it's healthy. So for a human, when a human lives a healthy life, then a human has friends. A human has a social circle, a support network. So, and when you do not have friends, this could be a sign that you live an unhealthy life. And this is an indicator for an indicator to consider to start a therapy. Saying no friends, no romantic relationships, is another indicator um, to consider to starting a therapy. Um, because yes, we are humans and we want to, we are driven by our, how can I say, ancestral instincts. We want to reproduce. So it's like natural, it's like a healthy thing to have this kind of desire. So, and when you're not in the situation in which you're able to fulfill this desire, it can be an indicator. Another external reason to consider is, I call it when you came short, or when you come short. By this I mean that, for example, you have friends, you are part of a social circle, but these friends, they don't really how can I say, respect is the wrong word, but they don't really consider you or your opinion. Okay, they tend to walk over you. For example, you are last. Last person who gets considered for any kind of activities or so. Or maybe you are part of a social group and no one invites you for any social events. This can be another indicator, so that there's maybe a problem. Let's say like this, a problem that is worth exploring in a therapy, so that you can grow and get out of this kind of unhealthy relationships. Another example is, I mean, they are like always different flavors to these external reasons. I mean, you can struggle to be in a relationship, or to get into a relationship, or to start a relationship. But there are also situations in which, like for example, a childhood trauma, people live it out in a relationship. Okay, so this can happen. It did happen to me. So I was in a relationship, but I was just living out my childhood trauma. So this, like an indicator for this, can be that you chase after people, or you beg for attention. So in healthy relationships, this is not required, so it should be mutual. What also can be, like, especially like in romantic relationships, that you have the feeling that you get used, or that your partner is walking over you, over your feelings, does not consider your feelings. So this can be another indicator, in which could speak for childhood trauma, or like bad habits. No, bad habits is the wrong word, but just let's say you have not been taught very well to maintain healthy relationships, and this is the important point, to understand what is a healthy relationship. So this is because if you don't know what a healthy relationship is, how should someone be able to maintain a healthy relationship or live a healthy relationship? So that's the point there. Another point I want to mention is, which is regardless if you're in a relationship or not, or you struggle to start a relationship, is like trust. So when you trust people easily, this is it's a it's another indicator. So normally it takes a while to build trust. I did learn it not long ago. What that means, to not trust someone at first and then slowly build up the trust and share more and more information about my life. So this is also something to consider. So really, if you trust someone for what very quick, very fast, out of whatever reasons, it can be another indicator for which maybe you consider starting a therapy might be beneficial for your personal life. And then another point I also want to mention, but this is it mostly is part. So when we as a human we struggle, there can be multiple reasons for this. One major reason is how we did grow up, and this is not only our family. By this I also mean like society and what kind of society we did grow up, and this can also create a trauma for people. One example that comes to my mind is when you live in a country in which women are not equal to men from a law perspective and from a society perspective, then the treatment the woman has to endure by men, mostly from a very young age. So this can also cause a trauma, which can affect the adult life. So yes, this is one reason why society can be another factor why you're maybe not happy with your life. So I want to finish this video or end this video with a personal example. So in my life I did start 2 therapies, and my second therapy, so I want to share why I started my second therapy. And the reason, or my personal reason, was that I was looking for a relationship, for a romantic relationship in my life, and I did talk to women, like through friends of friends and online dating, so the whole spectrum, if you want to say it like this. But how can I say, it never like materialized, it's maybe the wrong word, but we never got I never got to like a romantic stage. So the women were more likely not driven away from me, but they saw me in a way I did not want to be seen. So, or what I try to show to the woman, she did not understand it the way I wanted to show it. So, and this was very dissatisfying, because I think I did talk maybe to 10 women or so, and every time there was like always something, multitude of reasons why it did not work out. But I had the feeling that I always did run into the same problem again and again and again, and I could not pinpoint it. I could not understand what was the actual reason why that didn't work out. Okay, so because I have social manners, okay, and I go shower every day, so like these basic dating tips, so I brush my teeth, so I have this in order, so, but it's, there was something else. and it was somewhere in how I communicated. So it did really drive me mad, and it did me not only mad, it did make me sad and depressive, because I did not understand what was going on. And so yes, so I was, it was up to here for me personally. So I was sick of it, and yeah, I wanted to do something. And so I asked a friend, hey, can you help me? Can you find a therapist for me? And yeah, the friend said, yes, no problem. Hannes, I do that for you. And so that's how it started. I was lucky. I could start relatively fast, and I don't regret that. Okay, so it was a good decision in my life, because I could talk and process a lot of deep feelings. So, and I have gathered some good understanding of what went wrong in my life, which is maybe a story for another video. So yeah, I don't have regrets, to be honest. So it was one of the best decisions I did in my life. All right, this is the end of this video. So if you want to share something out your personal life, it's YouTube is anonymous. So write maybe in your comment in the comments why you started therapy, or reasons maybe why you think you should start therapy, or if you ever considered starting a therapy. I would be glad. So thank you very much for listening and watching this video. I hope you will see us next time. Okay, bye bye.